Hello ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming today. I'm your instructor Christopher Ross, and I'm going to be teaching you how to add a wireless router. A wireless router is good for a small business or your home. So, let's get started. Some things you're going to need in order for you to have this class be successful and have a wireless router running. First, you need a wireless router. Second, you're going to need an ISP modem, Internet Service Provider modem. This is provided by your service company. And you will need some connector cables, which are called Cat5 cables. You can find wireless routers at any store that carries computers or laptops usually. Some places I recommend are Walmart or Best Buy. They have a fully trained staff. They can answer any questions that you might have. They'll tell you the best device for your operation, whether it's for your house or a small business. The ISP modem, this little guy, is given to you by your internet service provider. Some would be like MetroCast or Roadrunner, Time Warner, Comcast, DirecTV. Those are all ISPs. And you can also purchase the modem yourself from stores like Best Buy or Walmart. Cat5e cables normally are given to you by your ISP, but you can also purchase these at any store or online. Now we're going to get into the meats and potatoes. The wireless router. Wireless router is a newer invention to the technology field. It's only been around for about 10 years, but it's come a long way. It can provide up to 254 IP addresses. What this means is that it can have 254 devices connected to it at a time. Your internet service provider provides you with one. This is what is going to identify you and lets you know who you are. When you connect a wireless router, it is on a private network and it is masked from the IP that is given to you by your ISP. And the great thing about the wireless router is that it automatically assigns all 254 of these IP addresses. It also keeps a table of when it assigned it and when it's going to run out for that device, so that security is a major concern with modern day technology. As the world strives for information and the internet provides it with the click of a button, it is important to protect yourself from outside threats. According to John Fried, neighbors can use your network to log on to the internet, drastically slowing down your connection speeds. Less than honest neighbors, or criminals, cruising your neighborhood could invade your PCs and connect wirelessly to your network. They could steal data, i.e. bank card information, checking information, credit card information, your schedule. They can plant viruses into your computer, or they could use your computer to distribute spam and then use whoever connects to your spam. The internet service provider is just that. They provide you with an internet service. The internet is an information superhighway. When choosing ISP, you want to look for different packages such as cable, phone, and internet packages. Also, you want to look at the speeds that they have for the internet. Cable modems are typically faster type of internet versus their counterparts, the DSL, which goes over a phone line. For a business, fiber optic is the fastest. It transfers light. Technicians can usually help you find the best package for your business or family. Just ask them questions, and when they come in, they'll install it for you and get it all set up. The great thing about having an ISP is the support they provide. Most ISPs have a 24/7 technical support number that you can call at any time to figure out if there's outages or if your internet's down or something that you need to do. This is always something good to have because you never know when the internet will go out. Now we're going to get into the fun stuff. How to set up your wireless router. When searching for a location, it's best to find a centralized point so that the signal is consistent throughout the entire building. when you place a wireless router, this guy, in the corner of your building, you allow it to have a strong signal in that corner, but as you get farther away, it's going to get weaker and possibly disconnect you from the internet. Once the location is picked, have your ISP install your cable modem, or this is already done if you've gone this step. This will allow you to connect your modem to your router. The next step is to plug them both in. When you plug them in, they should have lights coming on, indicating that they have power. They usually will run a self-test, which will blink for a while, but once the test is done, the light will go solid. Now that both of them are plugged in, I'm going to show you how to connect them using the Cat5 cable. So in the back of your modem, you should see this right here. This is where you're going to plug in your Cat5. It should say Internet or Ethernet port or something like that, depending on who you go through. So we're going to use that port to connect your Cat5 in, and you should hear a click that lets you know that it's in all the way. That's that click right there. Then you're going to take your wireless router. Your wireless router can have an internet port just like your ISP modem. If it doesn't, you can plug it into the first port, number 1, on the router. So have the internet. As you can see here, the lights have come on for both the router and the ISP. This means that they're communicating with each other. When you actually have it plugged in, it'll show on the ISP modem that it has cable and it's connected to the PC. So these will be flashing, showing you that both of them are talking to each other. Once a connection has been made, you can start connecting devices to your Wi-Fi router. By default, it'll have a admin password, and you can get that information when you look in the box. It'll tell you what the password is. By default, most of them just have admin for the username and a blank password, but it also depends what type of company you have for a modem. I just want to stress the importance to having a password to your wireless router. When you have a password, it's going to defer people from connecting to your wireless and causing possible harm to your machine or your wireless network and gaining access to information that they should not have access to. So I'm stressing on this point to go into the router and set a different password that you and your family know, and don't give it out. It is important that you do this because we don't want you to become a victim of credit fraud or be stalked or have your machine crash. Just remember this. As we're coming to the end of this presentation, I would like to reference John Fried. I took a piece of his article from 2006 in March. Wireless routers require security. This was posted in the Philadelphia Inquirer, and the link is provided on the PowerPoint. I hope that you learned something valuable today and that you can take this information back to your house or your business and set yourself up with a wireless router and protect it with a password. Thank you for coming, and enjoy the rest of your day.